Welcome back, everyone, to the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show, presented by Lundgren Honda of Auburn. I'm Kevin Shea, joined alongside by the head coach of the Lady Crusaders, Bill Gibbons. And our final show, we'll wrap up the season. And first, your thoughts on the year and the ups and downs and how it started, how it went, and how it finished.
Yeah, it's always sad this time of year. The one basketball thing I look forward to is playing you and Pig. No, that's the only
much ballyhooed.
That's right, the big match at the end of the show. But no, it's tough because the finality. I heard Greg Herenda, my friend at FDU, talk about it last night when they lost in the NCAAs. That you do put your heart and soul into it, and there's ups and downs, but then when you lose and the end of the season, the finality of it all does hurt. But that's why they call it March Madness and playoff basketball. And so it was tough. It was obviously had some injuries and an up and down year, and lose to Lehigh in the quarters down there, and it's tough when that season finishes. But the piece of you looks forward, like growing up with the old Red Sox. Wait till next year, but you have the optimism, and the staff and I have been looking forward to that, and we have 5 freshmen coming in, and good nucleus coming back. So. But it was a tough year in that, losing Raquel and losing Tricia for a while, and the injuries that we had. But the kids hung in there, and they played hard, Kev, and they gave us everything they had. And as coaches, that's all you can ask for. And
with the loss of Raquel Scott, too, and I have said this several times, just with people in the community and at work with folks, it's not like you can say, like, okay, if you took the best player off of each team, but it's not just the best player off of each team. You're talking about one of, if not the player of the year in the Patriot League. Right. It's her and Kelsey Minato, in my mind, right, the 2 best players in the league. So it's not even saying, okay, we're going to take the best player off of Lafayette, because they don't have the best player in the league, which was Scott and Minato. Right, and I think the other thing, and this makes Raquel, and that's why she's going to be a success in the real world, her leadership. And that, you can have some players that are, put up numbers, but really aren't leaders. Now, Minato and Raquel, who would have battled out for Player of the Year, are 2 great leaders and 2 great players. But, there's been other players that just, weren't that type of leader, and they're infectious, talk and energy. And it's just not the same when you're doing it on the sideline. So it was really tough in that regard. But the way the kids stepped up and the way, kids, gave us blood, I think was great. But we certainly did miss Raquel. And that whole leadership thing, and you and I have talked about this a long time, but I know there's classes and there's different programs to help people be aware of certain things, become a leader. But to me, you have it or you don't have question. It. It's almost like, I always go back to Mark Messier, the great hockey player with the Edmonton Oilers and the Rangers. One of the greatest leaders to me in any sport. And he was a player, the Rangers never won a Stanley Cup until Mess got there. And even with the Edmonton Oilers, you had Gretzky, you have all these great players. They were great players. They weren't the leaders that Mark Messier was. And little things, when you read about stuff he did, when someone came up and he had a suit for him hanging in their locker and said, listen, we need you to play tough for us, or we need you to score for us, or we need, just little things that made them feel, and it was always signed by the team. Yes. That it was Mess doing it on his own, but right away they thought, everyone wants me here. I'm a member of the team, and just little things that you can't teach. No, I heard that story of him moving. There was something in the way in the middle of the locker room that he couldn't see everyone, look everyone in the eyes. He had that removed. Just it might seem a little thing, but you don't learn that in Leadership 101. No. Yeah, and I think leaders are born, and that's why in recruiting, I think it's really important that you ask coaches, is she a leader? How is she as a teammate? And it helps when your hardest working and best player is your leader. That's really helpful. That's exactly what you want. That's the blueprint. Right, and I think we have a shot at that next year with Tricia Byrne, who really emerged till her stress fracture, really emerged in the games we played well as a leader and as a really good player, and Katie Doherty is another one. And they're different, but they're 2 of our hardest working players, 2 of our best players, and 2 of our best leaders. So it looks bright for the future. You're certainly, your sophomore class, very talented, and with the leadership there as well. All right, we'll take another time out and be back with plenty more of the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show, presented by Lundgren Honda of Auburn, right after this.
Welcome to the all-new Lundgren Honda of Auburn. Hi, I'm Christine Camo, welcoming you to our brand new Lundgren Honda of Auburn dealership on Route 20 in Auburn. Our new facility offers a state-of-the-art showroom, customer lounge, cafe, children's play center, and a fully automated car wash. Our express oil change lanes will have you in and out in 30 minutes or less. Experience the Lundgren advantage for yourself. Visit Lundgren Honda of Auburn on Route 20. We're open 7 days a week. LundgrenHonda.com.
At Unibank, there's never been a better time to enjoy mobile banking, starting with a great rate. You'll also enjoy how Unibank puts ease into e-checking with 24-hour access to your accounts. Check balances, transfer funds, make deposits, and pay bills from anywhere, anytime, at your convenience. Learn more at unibank.com. Unibank. Big bank know-how, community bank attitude.
Percy's is a proud sponsor of the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show. At Percy's, we've got it all. Appliances, electronics, televisions, and more. Percy's, 19 Glennie Street in Worcester, right off of Gold Star Boulevard. Visit us online at percys.com.
Mark Bernier is your Worcester area Edward Jones financial advisor. Whether you're planning for retirement, college, or protecting your financial future, give Mark a call at 508-755-1213.
It all starts with a touch. The smallest thing that sets her heart in motion. The rhythm of love, the only jewelry powered by her heartbeat.
Visit us at the West Boylston DQ Chill and Grill on Route 12, right off of I-190 Exit 4. Visit us online at dqcakes.com. The Holy Cross Basketball Show is presented by Lundgren Honda of Auburn.
Welcome back, everyone. We're going to talk about building, and we got, of course, a new building here, and there's going to be some construction going on here, but we'll talk about building your team as well first, and 5 freshman recruits coming in next year. Just talk a little bit about that. You and I were talking, you got guards, you got front court players, and you've added height and depth and scoring and defense, and obviously I know you're very excited about the talent that this group is bringing in.
Yeah, we really like this class. On paper, it's one of the best classes we've had in a long time, but of course you don't play the games on paper, you play on the old hardwood here, but I like this group. I like a lot of them went deep into their high school playoffs. A couple of them still playing. Lauren Manis from Bishop Fee is just tearing it up and is in the Division I state final in Springfield. Maddie Springfield, speaking of Springfield, Madison Springfield from New Hampshire was named Miss Basketball for the 2nd straight year in New Hampshire.
Wow.
From Conan High School. And then we got 3 Jersey girls, Megan Swords, whose cousin we mentioned, Caroline, from BC, now playing
and she has a family connection, I know, to
yes,
Holy Cross as
Swords,
well.
Her great uncle was president here, so the family bleeds purple. Her father went here and was a great rugby player, but she's just getting better and better, a 6'3" girl. Nicole Morris, another girl from Rumson Fairhaven, great program in New Jersey, little combination guard, and Maddie Smith just went deep and lost in the state finals from High Point High School in North Jersey. So it's a good core group of 5 kids that all come from winning programs, all great work ethics, and very heavily recruited, and I think they're going to be great additions to program, Kev.
And you mentioned about how it's important that you think they go deep into their playoffs, because it's one thing maybe when you're in AAU and you're in showcases and you're doing, it's kind of an individual thing. Okay, you're showing off, you can score, you can do this, you can this, but that competitive nature, the inside, to have that fire that you hate to lose more than you like to win, is, I think, is really special and unique, and is what makes a good player a great player. How much do you see that, and how much stock do you put into that of, okay, look at this one is bringing her team deep into the playoffs, so this one is, having that championship, you have to elevate your performance
Yeah.
kind of
That
experience.
mentality and that experience is right. All of them, we're lucky this year that they all went deep into the playoffs. And you ask the coaches there, are they winners? Are they gym rats? Are they up doing the extra? How are they
Right.
as teammates? But I think that's infectious when you have kids that want to compete for championships and don't settle. And you talk about a culture and that's what you want to breed in the culture of your program. So we're excited about these 5 girls, and they know they have to work. And the kids that are coming back, we got 8 underclassmen coming back. They know that they're going to welcome these kids, and they're going to compete with them for playing time, and it should be fun.
Yeah, and I always think of the people that take it personally. Patrick Ewing used to say, I take it personally when someone drives down the lane. And I think
Right.
for you, I always think of Amy O'Brien.
Right.
She took it personally anytime she put the jersey on and
Right.
played, whether it was practice or a game.
Right.
But certainly with the game. Anytime there was an opposite color jersey, she took it personally.
Right. Yeah, and those are the kids you want to win, whether it's playing pickup
Yeah.
or when they go out with Coach Shep and they might play ultimate ball. You want to win in that. Well, it's conditioning, but you still want to win, and that's how Amy was. And again, that's infectious. That's contagious. So you want kids that want to compete, and that's why at practice, I think it's important for coaches to make practices competitive.
Yes.
Losers run.
Oh, yeah.
And that type of thing, and that weeds out and you tell then who your winners are.
Yeah.
You might be having a scavenger hunt with recruits or something fun,
Yeah.
but the kids that want to
you
win,
know, right.
who wants to win and who wants to get it done. So again, it's all about that mentality and that culture, and I'm excited. I'm excited about this group coming in, and excited about the future with the new building and good things happening in Holy Cross Athletics.
Yeah, and we'll talk about the new building. Obviously, this is the last time we'll see this parquet, and for those that don't know, this floor was put in actually now it's like probably 15 years ago or
probably
something.
like 13 or 15 years
15
ago.
years ago.
Yeah.
There was a rash of knee injuries here,
Right.
and you and Ralph Willard kind of spearheaded it to get the new floor in here
Right.
to help the knees and stuff. But when it was done, it cuts off here, so you can
only have
only
2
go
hoops.
full court.
Right.
Yeah,
We
2
only
hoops.
have
You
2
can't.
hoops for practice.
You have
Right.
4 other hoops here, but you can only use those to shoot free throws
Right,
because
that's the only thing
there's
you
a
can do,
dip,
right.
and so people
Right.
don't know that. But when you're practicing here, like you go watch another team practice, they're
Right.
using all 6 hoops. You
Right.
can only use 2 here. So I mean, just first and foremost, you're going to get a gym now where you can use all 6
All
hoops.
6 baskets, yeah.
Locker rooms,
Yeah.
everything, amenities coming up, which in today's day and age, when you're recruiting someone and they come to Holy Cross and
Right.
they look at the facilities, and then they go to Lehigh and they go to Bucknell and they look at the facilities and they say, wow, brand new here, Holy Cross, 1970s, 1960s,
75, yeah, right.
And so how big is that for recruiting wise? I mean, not even just practice and X's and O's
Yeah.
and the logistics of practice, but recruiting.
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. And I've been telling people for the last 12 or 13 years that it's going to get done. It becomes like an old record. Now Nate has come in with this administration and raised the money, and Gordy and the group, the national group with the Crusader Athletic Fund, they've done a great job, and it's just exciting. And now you have the plans to show them, and you come up and you see what's going to happen. So,
Right.
These next 2 years will be a little transition, and we'll have to make some sacrifices. But I think in the long run, Kev, it's going to be huge for this program and attracting student athletes that want to come and win at Holy Cross.
All right, we're going to, as we mentioned though, later in the show, we're going to take a short break. When we come back a little later in the show, we will wrap it up with our game of pig, and we mentioned that the whole construction going on here. Billy, the bricklayer Gibbons, ready to
Oh,
throw
boy,
a couple
we'll
more
see.
bricks onto the construction of the
That's
Hart
going
Center.
up on the bulletin board.
Last time that these backboards will be used. If he breaks them, it's okay. We're back with more after this.
Welcome to the all-new Lundgren Honda of Auburn. Hi, I'm Christine Camo, welcoming you to our brand new Lundgren Honda of Auburn dealership on Route 20 in Auburn. Our new facility offers a state-of-the-art showroom, customer lounge, cafe, children's play center, and a fully automated car wash. Our express oil change lanes will have you in and out in 30 minutes or less. Experience the Lundgren advantage for yourself. Visit Lundgren Honda of Auburn on Route 20. We're open 7 days a week. LundgrenHonda.com.
At Unibank, there's never been a better time to enjoy mobile banking, starting with a great rate. You'll also enjoy how Unibank puts ease into e-checking with 24-hour access to your accounts. Check balances, transfer funds, make deposits, and pay bills from anywhere, anytime, at your convenience. Learn more at unibank.com. Unibank. Big bank know-how, community bank attitude.
The Bagel Inn, 785 Main Street, Route 122A in Holden. Open daily at 5:30 a.m.
New Tech Design is a proud supporter of Holy Cross Women's Basketball. Custom printing, embroidery, promotional items, and more. Visit us online at newtechdesignGroup.com.
Welcome to the Compass Tavern. At the Compass, we offer a delicious menu featuring the best American style and New England dishes made from scratch in our kitchen. Whether it's lunch, dinner, or special celebrations, the Compass Tavern is the place to go. City Trophy, conveniently located at 32 Auburn Street in Auburn. Portions of the Holy Cross Basketball Show are brought to you by the Texas Roadhouse, Lincoln Plaza in Worcester. Call-ahead seating is available at 508-853-7266. The Boynton, 117 Highland Street in Worcester. Visit us online at boyntonrestaurant.com. And by Cafe Espresso, 395 Chandler Street in Worcester. Portions of the Holy Cross Basketball Show are brought to you by O'Connor's Restaurant and Bar, 1160 West Boylston Street in Worcester. The Holy Cross Basketball Show is presented by Lundgren Honda of Auburn.
Welcome back, everyone. We'll talk a little bit about the schedule next year, Coach, and some of the stuff going on next year. Great schedule, too. When you look at the teams you're bringing here into the Hart Center, Boston College is coming in here, Penn State's coming in here.
Quinnipiac,
yeah. You'll play
Powell in the
UMass on the road. You'll play
Right.
Arizona State on the road.
Yeah.
Some great games. Just to talk about first having the games here, having BC here at the Hart Center, having Penn State here at the Hart Center, and Quinnipiac, too, just won the MAC.
Right.
How special it is to have those games here.
Yeah, I think it's terrific what we've done with BC, an ACC team, to have that home and home every year. And I think it's the Jesuit rivalry and stuff like that. And then Matt Raquet, our assistant, did a great job, the Pennsylvania kid, of getting Penn State. Of course, we had the double overtime loss up there to start the year when Raquel had 36 and 19 or whatever, a great game, and they're going to be very good. They're coming to the Hart Center, and Quinnipiac has won the MAC the last 2 years as a power, and we're trying to get our kids game, which has been great. We're having a little trouble with that, but UMass again on the schedule, and Arizona State. It's a competitive schedule. UMass Lowell and Dartmouth again. So a lot of the usual suspects, but I think a challenging schedule to get us ready for the Patriot League, which again will be strong. You know, Army will take a drop off without Minato and the other three seniors, but Dave's built a great program there. Lehigh will be really strong again. Bucknell has everyone back from a team that was tied with Army. Again, it's a Patriot League. It's not your father's Patriot League. It's a much better women's league, and we were top 15 or 16 in the RPI again this year. So it's a competitive league, and we want to compete for a championship, and we think having a tough non-conference schedule prepares us for the Patriot League.
When you, after signing day, and it's all official, and your recruits sign and stuff, when you go through, and I'm sure you go through the list of every other team in the Patriot League, do you look and is there someone you say, oh, I saw that kid, she's really good, wow, I'm impressed they got her?
Right, yeah, oh yeah, that's all part of it. You know, you look, and because now the recruiting is so, you know, it's not like the old days where you might be able to sneak by a kid or hide a kid. Now with these AAU tournaments, you know, in Chicago, in Washington, all over the place that are, you know, there's 40 courts and there's teams playing and coaches from all over the country. You're not going to hide anyone. So you've seen pretty much everyone, and you'll like to see kids go places that, you know, are going to make teams competitive. And tough always, you don't want to see them go in your league because you don't want to play against them for 4 years. But that's part of the business.
Now, looking at the schedule, and again, like you talked about, bringing in ACC teams, bringing in Big Ten teams, how important is it to get those freshmen, the 5 freshmen that are coming in, to get them minutes in those games? Because, you know, it's one thing, and we've talked about the jump from high school to Division I college, but now to play ACC, to play Big Ten, the strength, and that's what I think of. I mean, obviously the quickness is there, but I think of the strength. And
Right.
Catherine DiGiacinto, one of your old assistant coaches,
Yep.
played, I think, at Michigan.
Michigan, yeah.
And she used to talk about the strength and how the coaches would say, listen,
Right.
you need to gain 20 pounds. You're
Right.
going to gain, like telling the girls on the team, you're going to gain 20 pounds. And Amy
Right.
going for the tryout, remember with
Right.
the WNBA?
WNBA,
and
right.
she said, I was physically thrown
Like a
around
rag
by
doll,
these girls.
yeah. Well, I remember saying to, you talked about the sophomore class, Infinity and Amy were playing, and Katie and Trisha Byrne
Yeah.
were all playing as freshmen. And I put them aside, I think it was before the Bucknell game, and I said, listen, you played at Notre Dame against the number 2 team in the country, and you know, we had Quinnipiac and Harvard out there, and you know, BC, you've played. You know, you got to use that experience now. You're in the league, and I want you to play with confidence and not play with freshmen. And they all went out, and they all spoke to me after that really helped them for their Patriot League games, that they
Right.
had that little edge in their mind, that little bit of extra confidence that they needed, and they got that from playing. So
Right.
people might say I'm nuts doing that, but I still think it helps, and as long as we can keep competing for Patriot League championships, we'll keep doing it that way
Yeah.
and challenge ourselves in the non-conference. So.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's absolutely fantastic. All right, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with plenty more of the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show right after this.
Visit us at the Commercial Fruit and Garden Outlet. Personalized fruit and gift baskets for the holidays or any occasion. 1050 Southbridge Street on the Worcester-Auburn line. Beautiful to look at, delicious to eat.
Jake's Wayback Burgers, Tobias Boland Way, right off of Route 146 in Worcester. Now accepting Holy Cross meal points.
The Fix Burger Bar. Handmade burgers, elixirs, and shakes for whatever ails you. 166 Shrewsbury Street in Worcester.
Specializing in wicked awesome bone-in and boneless wings, the Wicked Wing Company, 321 West Boylston Street in Worcester, is your home for the best wings in Worcester. Check out our menu online at wickedwingco.com.
Welcome to the all-new Lundgren Honda of Auburn. Hi, I'm Christine Camo, welcoming you to our brand new Lundgren Honda of Auburn dealership on Route 20 in Auburn. Our new facility offers a state-of-the-art showroom, customer lounge, cafe, children's play center, and a fully automated car wash. Our express oil change lanes will have you in and out in 30 minutes or less. Experience the Lundgren advantage for yourself. Visit Lundgren Honda of Auburn on Route 20. We're open 7 days a week. LundgrenHonda.com.
The Holy Cross Basketball Show is presented by Lundgren Honda of Auburn.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, Coach, you lose 4 seniors, 4 great players and great people that I know that you'll miss more as people even than as players.
Yeah, the most satisfying thing, I talked with my wife Lisa about this the other night, Kev, it's just how they came in as young girls. It was kind of a crazy freshman year, and they were young and immature, and they all admitted that, and it's just a tough freshman year, but to see how they've grown. You know, Molly now working for Worcester, she's the chairman of the Working for Worcester, which is our big thing at the school, a big community service. She's just been a great teammate, and she'll be a great doctor someday. And Raquel, of course, already with a job on Wall Street after her junior year, and just how she matured. Lisa, who, you know, not only as a player but as a person has matured. And then Kate Gillespie, who accepted her role and just never complained, and I think was really looked up to on the team for accepting her role and being a great leader and captain, even not playing a lot. So they're all going to be successes, and as a coach, that's what you look for. How did they become young women, ready for any and all challenges? And I really believe that this group did. So we will miss them, and I always tell our younger guys to take a piece of them, like especially Kate Gillespie, who accepted her role, and Molly, who did so much in the community and so on. Take a piece of that to make you better as a player and a person, and that's what it's about.
Right, it certainly is, because you and I have talked about this. It's 4 years. It's a part of their life. It's a great part of their life, but it's about preparing them for the rest of their
future,
life, which is a lot longer. And
right, and they'll all come back and they'll be sitting up here in the new bleachers, with the alums, and it'll be fun. They'll stay in touch, which is neat.
Yeah, which is great. Certainly looking at your door around Christmas time and all the Christmas cards you get from former players is great to see how they all move on in their professional life and their personal life with families and weddings and everything. I know we want to thank the sponsors too before we run
too
out of
many
time.
to mention, but just everyone that you see in the commercials that Sean does and the billboards, you know, people throughout the city, you know, talk about this, and we've kept it going. And I just want to thank Lundgren, our presenting sponsor, and the others. Unibank has been with us for a few years. Percy's, my friend Alan Levine that I coached in Little League, and Standard Auto, the great Sonny Stoltz, watching from heaven, and his niece is now continuing his tradition, and Uncle Sam's, my boy Sam at Meze down on Shrewsbury Street. Just people that have been there throughout, and all the restaurants. Wouldn't happen without them, and I want to thank them, and please support them throughout the year.
All right, now it is the time, it is the moment you have
challenge.
all been waiting for. Friends and family have been giving it to Bill Gibbons for the last 2 years. Can he wrestle the title belt away in a game of pig? That's coming up right after the break.
March Madness.
Welcome to the all-new Lundgren Honda of Auburn. Hi, I'm Christine Camo, welcoming you to our brand new Lundgren Honda of Auburn dealership on Route 20 in Auburn. Our new facility offers a state-of-the-art showroom, customer lounge, cafe, children's play center, and a fully automated car wash. Our express oil change lanes will have you in and out in 30 minutes or less. Experience the Lundgren advantage for yourself. Visit Lundgren Honda of Auburn on Route 20. We're open 7 days a week. LundgrenHonda.com.
After the game, come on down to Flip Flops on Main Street in Holden. Good food, good friends, good times. Flip Flops on Main Street in Holden.
Percy's is a proud sponsor of the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show. At Percy's, we've got it all. Appliances, electronics, televisions, and more. Percy's, 19 Glennie Street in Worcester, right off of Gold Star Boulevard. Visit us online at percys.com.
Chick-fil-A Westboro proudly supports the Crusaders women's basketball program. We would love the opportunity to serve you at our restaurant at 286 Turnpike Road, Westboro. Here's to a great season.
At Unibank, there's never been a better time to enjoy mobile banking, starting with a great rate. You'll also enjoy how Unibank puts ease into e-checking with 24-hour access to your accounts. Check balances, transfer funds, make deposits, and pay bills from anywhere, anytime, at your convenience. Learn more at unibank.com. Unibank. Big bank know-how, community bank attitude.
At Uncle Sam's, we use only the best ingredients available. Our dough is made fresh daily in our kitchen. Our hand-tossed pizza has tomato and basil sauce with just the right amount of spices, topped with our special blend cheese. Our family pizzerias are in the heart of downtown and offer casual dining, pickup, delivery, and our guarantee of delicious food and great service. We look forward to serving you.
It's Meze Greek Tapas Bar and Grill, Worcester's only authentic Greek tapas, 156 Shrewsbury Street in Worcester.
The Holy Cross Basketball Show is presented by Lundgren Honda of Auburn.
Welcome back. The much anticipated game of pig, the final one of the year between me and Coach. Two-time reigning champ right here, looking to keep the title belt.
Don't rub it in. Don't rub it in. All right, we're going in nice and short with a one-hander here. One-hander over that rim.
Look at this.
Oh, boy, put the pressure on him
Hit
early.
from Doherty High School.
Right here. Back to the Doherty days, great class of 77. Oh,
Yes.
boy, he's right there. All right, corner.
Woo!
Oh,
Nothing
should have
but
called
net.
swish.
I haven't
I hope my
shot it
sons
all,
are watching
but I
now.
just watched Larry Bird, Living Legend. Short.
Oh, there
the
it is,
first letter.
a P. A P. All right, we're going to go a little old school, a little Rick Barry underhand.
I like this too.
Little underhand here, up and over. Oh!
Wow. Now this series looks
Don't
like
count
it's been,
it if it hits the
This
rim.
looks like it's been choreographed, like you've practiced these exact shots.
No,
Larry.
no, I haven't. I haven't. Oh, P.I. Up off the glass and just lay it in.
Okay.
Here we go.
All
Nice
right,
and
all
easy.
right.
Forget the pressure.
Oh,
It's
that's it.
over.
Shut out.
P.I.G. a shutout. My boys will let me come back home.
The
I
GNO
saved
is
face.
smiling tonight.
Oh, the GNO, I would have been disbanded from
Yep,
it. So
another great year, though.
another great year, great season. Thanks for watching. Be back. He'll try to get me back.
I
I go
will.
for 2 in a row next year, God willing.
We'll see you then.
Take care.